And a pleasant good evening to you and to yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network and a special presentation of boys soccer tonight, brought to you by Chrissy Lindback, the real estate expert. Good evening, everybody. I am Alan Slaughterzinski, and I'm joining you live tonight from Hawk Stadium, where tonight it'll be the one-loss Viera Hawks hosting the undefeated Holy Trinity Tigers. Now, you may look at Max Preps and be a little confused and say, well, it says 8-1-1 on the or I'm sorry, 8-0-3 on the Max Preps, but the one loss is a shootout loss in the Cape Coast Conference Tournament. There can be no shootouts during the regular season, so Max Preps registers that as a tie. The Hawks come in tonight again at 8-1-2 under the guidance and tutelage of head coach Nick Nazone, and he is in his second year with Derek Sickler as his assistant. He went 11-5-1 last year, and so far through two seasons is 19-6-3. Holy Trinity comes back in once again as a power, 9-0, 26 goals scored this year. They've allowed just 3 in 9 matches. They are led by seventh-year head coach Adrian Moreno. Adrian, one shy of the 80-win tick mark, 79, 22, and 21, 8 straight district titles, 6 of them under Moreno, back-to-back regional championships and state runners-up last year. We'll step aside and we'll come back to tell you all about who you can expect to see tonight from both teams when it comes to goal scoring and defense.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online, and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows, and let's get started.
It's senior night here at Viera as 9 seniors were honored prior to the start of this one tonight. A couple of leading scorers to keep an eye on for Viera tonight. Elliot Shelton, sophomore. Elliot, just a sophomore, 12 points this year. And Ite Feldman, 17 points this year. Nate McGuire is the junior keeper for Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity. I don't have updated stats for them. The last stats I have for Holy Trinity are from their match prior to when they played Centennial. Since then, they've gone 2-0, outscored Centennial and O'Galley 8-0. But the goal-scoring leaders were Cooper Yaziri, Kush Baroka, were your top 2. Your assists were Ethan Holt and Grady as well. National anthem. All right, the national anthem as Holy Trinity and Melbourne. Or Melbourne. I was going to say we're going to have Melbourne coming up. And Viera look to do battle. We have Melbourne and Merritt Island coming up on Wednesday night in the Cape Coast Conference Boys Soccer Championship Finals. As Holy Trinity takes the field, they'll be dressed in white. Viera in the home green. Viera scored 33 goals this season. They've allowed 10. They have 4 shutouts. One of them in their last matchup, a clean sheet, 4-0 win over Satellite. As the referees can't miss them, cannot miss them tonight. They're in the brightest of bright yellows. One of them looks like he's on guard duty there. See him? Good referees. I was watching them during the JV game. Did a nice job. As they inspect the nets, and the Hawks come out ready to roll. The Hawks huddle up. It's a big county matchup. The Holy Trinity does not play in the Cape Coast Conference, nor does MCC. So when these two teams get together, they're two of the best at their sport. Soccer, lacrosse as well. It's the same deal with lacrosse. When they get together, it's generally for county supremacy. I mean, let's be honest here. Viera is 7-1-2 against Holy Trinity in the overall series. The last time these two teams got together, it was a 2-1 Holy Trinity win back on November 11th, 2024. And we are underway as the Hawks will be in the home green as they look to control. Already a chance and a collision in the box. And we're going to get a corner. The keeper is down. Yeah, that's not good. That's Dustin Strom. Strom stands about 6'5", weighs about 200 pounds. He is not a small guy. Had an opportunity to see him last week in action, and he's a big reason why they have 6 clean sheets this year. Oh, actually, Strom was up. It was a Hawk player that was down. My apologies. I thought it was Strom that was down. I automatically assumed when I saw the color jersey on the ground. You know what happens when you assume? I did it. The cardinal sin. Here we go. The throw in here. Viera setting themselves up nicely here. Little chip shot through. Ball up in the air, defended nicely. No foul, no foul. And lots of action early here. And that's a good call. That's a great call. Viera's got small numbers on those backs. Oh, you know what? Let me put my clock's going to be about 2 minutes fast, 3 minutes fast. And that ball all the way through trickles past everyone somehow. Little push back through, and another collision in the box. And that could be a red or a yellow or a red. We saw that the other night. We saw it's a yellow on the keeper. We saw the keeper the other night for West Shore pick up a red card. I don't know if it's on the keeper or the player on the ground. Both have a right there. I thought the player committed first, to be quite honest with you. That was the situation the other night at West Shore. It was the player that committed first, so it was the keeper that picked up the red card. Here, I'm not sure what the situation. He's woozy getting up. He seems to be okay. Little foggy. And the yellow card is going to go against the player. But that just tells you the kind of physical intensity that these two teams bring to the pitch here tonight. They both want these. They both want this match. So the yellow card is going to go against Viera. See, we've seen this called two different ways now in two straight games. See who's going to be responsible for having to leave the pitch here. Somebody's going to have to get off. The injured player has to come off because play was stopped. So he's got to come off. I did not see anybody else. Well, okay. I guess they'll settle for the player that was injured. And there's a long through and out. And now Holy Trinity for the first time with a chance and squanders it across the touchline. And Viera will throw it in. And played out. And this is going to be a corner. And this is something that Holy Trinity does really well. We saw them score 2 corners against Centennial last week. I think that's Cooper Uzeri down there. In front, good ball. Header off the post. Played out, kept in. And the goalkeeper's best friend makes the save from that corner. And Holy Trinity will continue to apply pressure with a throw in here. 37-14 officially to go. My clock a little ahead because I can't stop my clock, so I just let it roll. There's a chip shot in. Left wing side. That's Jude Lindback down there. Lindback doing a nice job there. He's with a cross over to the other side of the pitch, but too far, and the Hawks will throw it in. Played ahead, onside, but right into the hands of the keeper, Nate McGuire. Here comes Lindback forcing the issue. Played ahead, and a whistle, and free one coming here. About 35 out here. Not quite the scoring third, but not far from it. Looks like Elliott Shelton to boot this one, the sophomore, amongst the leaders in points. Shelton, good ball left. And that'll be Viera ball again. Here's the toss. Holy Trinity tried to clear it out. And there's an opportunity. Whistle. And it'll be offsides. So the offside call. Number 12 is Ty Feldman. He is the leader in points. And here comes the Tigers. Right now, Viera and Holy Trinity pretty even up thus far, both with a couple of chances in this one. And coming out with it here is Viera out of a defensive battle. Tries to look for Feldman, but couldn't find him. And there'll be a toss in again. Quickly, the ball comes in, but lands on the foot of a Tiger. And again, that ball crosses the far touch line as Jude Lindback cannot keep it in. 34 something or another to go. 59, 33, 59. Ping pong back towards the other side. Here comes Lindback. Lindback looking for someone to cross with. And that will be a corner for Holy Trinity. Nice play by Lindback there as Jude Lindback forces the corner. Don't ask my 57-year-old eyes to tell you what number that is because I got no clue. Corner coming from the far side. A little bit different of a set this time. That ball middle box and cleared out by Viera. Pushed off, and that'll be Viera ball. Back and forth we go. Substitutions coming in for the Hawks. 3 of them. There's 3 players exit. One of those players is number 17, or 27, actually, I should say. It's Leo Santana. Throw in for Holy. No, he says, no, that's Viera ball, son. And that one, again, we'll do it again. Feldman, no shot at all there. That was 3 Tigers. There you see the 34 in honor of the late Brian Moss, who was tragically taken from the world back on Christmas Eve. Our thoughts, prayers, and love continue with the Moss family. A beautiful service here at Hawk Stadium. A couple of Saturdays ago, celebration of life for Brian. That one hooks. Not really nothing Viera could do with it there. Header back, yeah. Yeah, they want a card. The referees in the stands want a card, and they won't give them a card on Lindback, but a good physical play there. This will be a free one from the midfield stripe, and the keeper will take it. Nate McGuire. It's a good ball by McGuire. Ends up on the hand. That went from keeper to keeper. From McGuire to Strome. It's a hold and a tug of the jersey. And referee's tightening this one up. And I think it's a good idea early to tighten this thing down. You saw the physical play. I think you got to tighten this thing down a little bit, and the referees are doing a good job at it. This isn't a case of letting them play. I mean, these guys are giving their all, but you don't want to see any injuries, and you don't want to see anything break out. These are well-disciplined, well-coached teams, but in the heat of battle, anything can happen. Oh, nice ball in front. Nobody there. And they'll play it down, and McGuire will pick it up, pass it. He actually won't pick it up. He'll just pass it out, and Viera will transition back to attack. Here come the Hawks again. The Hawks try to force one through, unable to do it. As Thomas Green intercepts that one, and that'll cross the near touchline. Tiger ball. Back up a little bit here. Yeah, that's 2-on-1 there. And that ball just cleared through, but well across the line. And again, the Tigers will look the transition here. Green turns around and hands the ball back. I believe that's Barossa throwing it in. Headed back. Played through, onside. Ball bounces, chance, pushing it back. No call. Little elbow there. If it's 1-on-1, you might have had a whistle. 2-on-1, nah. And again, another feed. The through. That's a free one coming. And that's going to be a yellow card. He's going to ask, and then he's going to go deliver, because that should be a yellow card. Yes, indeed. That's a yellow card there. And that is, I believe, on Barossa. And he knew it. So Barossa has to exit the pitch. And a chance here for Shelton. See what set piece they run from here. Be a strange angle for a direct. Not that it couldn't be done. Yeah, I was going to say they're about 2 yards shy, and that's exactly what they were. So here comes Elliott Shelton. Shelton in front. Shot, go! That's a beaut, Clark. I tell you what, the goal scorer always gets the love, but Elliott Shelton with a thing of beauty. And it's 1-0. My guess on the goal is Tyler Campbell. And the Hawks lead this thing 1-0. But I'll tell you what, the ball from Shelton was beautiful. Landed right on the foot of Campbell, and he absolutely buried it. A one-timer. That was a good 40 yards on a one-timer, and Shelton put it right on his foot. And Viera with the early goal leads it 1-0. Yeah, I think it was Tyler Campbell. I could be wrong. And that'll go wide. In front, and Viera with an opportunity, and there's a whistle. They want a yellow. Tense one here tonight. 25:45 to play in the first half. What is that blonde? I'm trying to think here. Tyler Campbell is 19. The young man with the blonde hair that scored the goal is wearing a single number. I'll get the correction at halftime. But the young man with the ball on his foot right now is the one that scored the goal. Whistle? Calling a handball here. This would be Duncan McKenzie from about. Referee marking him off, too. McKenzie with a chance here. Good opportunity for Holy Trinity. Duncan McKenzie puts his right foot into it. Good feed in the box, but right into the hands of the awaiting Nate McGuire. We'll stop for the water break. And that ball headed ahead by Campbell. And then played back, and a chance here. And Strom will just pick it up. And you see Feldman lurking. You better pick it up. And a little push. Fed through the circle. Still played in the circle. Coming out. Slide. And the Tigers now trying to find transition here. A lot of this portion of the match being played in the middle third of the field. And here comes Viera and stopped immediately. Whistle, and they'll give a free one here. This is just from the distance, just enough to be dangerous here. Holy Trinity has to defend it well. That's a good ball right there in the box. Shot, and Strom comes up big. That's what I'm talking about right there. From that distance, it's not close enough to be deadly, but long enough, but close enough to be dangerous. That ball goes off the backside of the head the wrong way, and little mistake there nearly cost him. He'll pick it up, roll it out, feeds it ahead. 21:36 to go here. I think we're actually straight on the money. The next stoppage will be for a water break. Nice feed. Here comes the Tigers. The Tigers trying to work a play. Lindback, nice job. Lindback was open, and I thought he took one too many steps there, but tries to feed it back out in front, and this is where Viera will just clear it out of the box, but not enough to disrupt. And now they get it. What's going to be it here? He's going to have a conversation with Paul McCallahan there. Two players are down as he asked for the training staff to come out on this one. One player's up. Feldman, I think, is the other. Ted Feldman is back up, and he is, you do not want to lose him. Nope, no, I'm sorry. The Holy Trinity player is still down. Could not see there next to the camera person. This has been a physical one tonight, that's for sure. Coach Sickler comes out to check on his leading scorer. And Tommy Green is up and walking off under his own power. Got a timeout, and that is going to be the water break here, so good time for it. So 1-0. Viera on top off a penalty kick from Matt Shelton, or Matt. I knew I'd do it. Elliott Shelton with a beautiful feed to what I think was Tyler Campbell. And again, I'll check on that at halftime. Referee blows the whistle and says, "Let's go." But the storyline of this one thus far has been the physical nature of this match and the two teams battling hard. It took a perfect shot to make it 1-0. And Campbell delivered it. So the call will actually go against Holy Trinity. And here to take the free one is Dane Boss. The Tigers desperately trying to get. They got a chance here. And nice defense by Viera. It'd be a corner, but great defense. And now Holy Trinity will set up their third corner kick of the night. Green with the corner here. And the header goes out and intercepted. And Holy Trinity will get a throw in. Here comes Lindbeck. Jude Lindbeck with a long toss in the box. And they're going to say corner. So another corner coming. Luke Dagler with the corner here. Dagler in the middle of the box, and again, that ball drifts out way too far, and that ball just crushed. And that'll be a goal kick for Viera. Coach Nick Nazone over there giving instructions for sure. McGuire with the boot. A little ping pong off the heads. And again, this time finally crosses the far touchline. And Viera quickly with the toss, and a good one at that. Tries to lead it, but it'll go out, and that'll be Tiger ball. 1-0 here. Boy, I tell you, Viera would love nothing more than to pick up a second goal here before the half. Tigers trying to keep it at one or find the equalizer, and a whistle and a free one coming for the Tigers. There's a yellow, and that's going to go against Viera. He must have said something. It was Gunnar Vance, I believe. I think it was number 4. Those numbers are small. So that is the 4th yellow card of the night we've seen. Referee's not putting up with it tonight. You can't in a physical match, physical contest like this. Plus, he shouldn't be barking at the referee anyway. Oh, that's a tricky ball in the box, but headed out by the Hawks. There's a push, and that'll be McGuire. football continues to bounce off of heads and knees. And now Viera may be able to get their sub in, and they will. I think it's Austin Irvin. Out of bounds. There are moments of this match that are so exciting, and then there are other moments like that last one there that are played along the touchline and fed ahead, and Strom just lets it go. The goal kick there. So here comes Strom, the big kid, and I mean he is big. My clock is exactly 1 minute faster than the clock on the scoreboard at the moment right now, so. Oh, nice steal. Trying to pitch it in front, and the through would not go. Holy Trinity battles. Push. That's a push. No call. Now they get the call. So a free kick coming. Massimino Del Vecchio was the one on the ground. And again, this is where it's not imminent, but it is dangerous. And that was an errant pass there, taken away. Feed in front here, chance. Opportunity. What a defensive play. Great defensive play down there by Holy Trinity in the box. In front, Strom. He's out. Campbell. And Jude Lindbeck now tries to transition back through the middle third. There's a grab and yeah. Grady Houston sold that well. He felt the arm on the back and then went down and a whistle blew. Nice job by Grady. This will be Aiden Holtkamp here. Well, actually not. Well, it could be. You never know with Coach Moreno. Depends if he wants the left foot or the right foot here. He's going to take the right foot of Holtkamp. In front, the header over the crossbar. Goal kick coming. Whistle. Handball. And that will be a free one for the Tigers. Again, I am exactly a minute fast on the clock in the upper left-hand corner. 1-0 off the goal by Tyler Campbell tonight. On a beautiful assist from Elliott Shelton. That's in the box right now. And that's like Holy Trinity tonight's been playing their opportunities in the box from the air all night. And when I say the air, I mean up in the air, like fly ball up in the air. And it's a foot race here. And that will cross the far touchline before a Hawk can catch up to it. Out of bounds. Throws out. Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. We'll take a break. Oh, chance. Oh, just over the top of the crossbar. Off a defensive mistake there, and Holy Trinity nearly capitalized on it. Still 1-0 Viera. Back and forth. And there's 3 Hawks to 1 Tiger after that one. And ball in the middle circle. Trying to get down. Campbell's trying to strip it away there. Campbell playing well over there. Trying to get the ball into the scoring third, but the ball will cross the touchline and Holy Trinity will throw it in. Onside, foot race to the ball, and McGuire gets there first. The keeper. Under 10 to go here in half one. High punt. This will be Paul McAllen. They'll do it again about 10 yards closer. Paul right onto the foot of a Hawk. McAllen will have it back, and his pass trickles across the boundary. 8:34 to go. Tyler Campbell, the lone tally of the match tonight, but it was not by any stretch done single-handedly. He came on a great through or a cross by Elliott Shelton. Here comes Campbell. Campbell tries to feed it ahead, but the ball is nicely defended and taken away, bumped off there. And that'll be a free kick coming. Anytime you put your hands up and look at the referee, that's going to get you. There's a long through, and it reaches its destination. And no call, so here we go. And that'll be Holy Trinity ball. The Tigers now wanting to apply some pressure here. See what Adrian Moreno does. 2 tacticians going at it. Moreno in his zone. Good lead. Shot! Wide left. That was a good lead. .640 to go. McGuire with the kick. Chance here. And they get away with one there in the box. Keeping it in, keeping it alive, but stolen by Viera. Here comes the throw, the pass, a race to the ball, and a great play by Strom just to get it out. He's back in, but Viera continues to apply. And just finally cleared, but the Hawks still maintain. Great move. And Viera with a throw in here. Skinner with the throw in. He came in for Feldman, who went down. Shot! And great sacrifice of the body there to just lay in front of that one. And right now it is Viera applying. Lindbeck with the ball through the middle third. Jude Lindbeck pushed, and that'll be a free kick coming. No, actually it's not. It just crosses the touchline. Green. Yeah, he's pushed. But again, it's a throw-in. Green is back in. He was the one mixed up in the injury with Feldman. And this will be Duncan McKenzie here. McKenzie. And Holy Trinity maintains. Kind of a chance there, but he just fell down for some reason. Oh, what a play by McAllen. Oh, I don't know about that call. Lindbeck. And that's played ahead. And a chance now for Viera down low in front. Strom grabs it. 3:30 to go in the half. 1-0 Viera. Hey, look at this kid's leg, man. That's incredible. He almost cleared the entire pitch. He got that all the way to the lower third. Oh, look at this move. In front. Chance. Oh, what a play by the Viera defense. The shot was there. Viera defense recovered nicely. I believe that was Victor Armory down there battling in front like that. So kudos to Victor Armory. That cross was too far, and be a goal kick here. Does Holy Trinity have enough for one last big push here late in half one to try and tie it? Or can the Hawks stun Holy Trinity? 2:10 to go here. Here come the Tigers again. Nice little through there, but a little too far. And back across the midfield stripe, and here come the Hawks. Hawks in transition, trying anyway. And that'll end quickly. About 90 seconds here. Be some time taking. Throws. Viera ball, 1:13 to go first half. Should be in for a great second half tonight. Chance. Those are the kinds of things, man, that could just cost you and cause you to shake your head at. Line drive of sorts off the leg of Ray Guy Jr. in front, and that should be a corner, but they better hurry. According to the clock, there's only about 15, 20 seconds to go. Viera's got to be careful here. You do not want to give up a goal anytime, but especially this late in the half, the ball's too short. Shot, no good again. And that just wasn't a good corner by Holy Trinity. In front! Ball's loose! On top of the net! It's on top of the net. And that is halftime. What a way for the half to end. Viera 1, Holy Trinity nothing. Back with the second half.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online, and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows, and let's get started.
All right, welcome back here to Brevard Sports Network and our special presentation of boys soccer tonight. And this is not the last broadcast you'll see this week. We'll have the Cape Coast Conference Soccer Championship for you Wednesday night live from Merritt Island, as Merritt Island will host Melbourne for the conference title. And that should be a good one. Want to thank the Holy Trinity cheerleaders.
Holy Trinity Cheerleaders love Brevard Sports Network!
There you just saw them on your screen. And of course, we want to thank Chrissy Lindback and welcome back to the fold. Another great sponsor of ours here on Brevard Sports Network, my main man, Isaac Bermudez, and Coastal Strength and Barbell. As Viera gets set to kick off here in half two, we'll give Coastal Strength down to the water break. Speaking of, let me get the clock set here. And we're underway. Two teams, of course, switch sides. Again, if you're just joining us, I set my clock fast because I don't stop my clock when the referee stops there. So it's just my clock is a running clock. And it just gives you an idea, a generalization of about how much time is remaining. Not an accurate depiction. Here comes Jude Lindback. Lindback down the right wing into the scoring third. And I tell you what, if that ball wasn't knocked out of there, that was a goal. Great slide there. And here comes Lindback again with it. Lindback looking for the cross. He is being driven down into the corner. Lindback trying to force a corner. And that's just great defense by Viera down there, down low. They'll bring it back out of the third, back to the midfield area, inside the circle. That is Roan Wright that plays it through. Tried to get it to Lindback, but didn't work. That's a tug of the jersey and a free kick coming. The guilty party there, Evan Spreitzer. Evan, an outstanding athlete, the cross-country state champion, won the 3,200 state championship last year on the track. I'm sure he'll do it again this year. Right around the 18 there. Oh, in front. Oh, and there's a scissor kick out. His leg got tangled up there. That was just an odd angle for him with his leg. If his leg is free, that's a goal. I mean, if his leg does not get tangled up like that's a goal. Or at least one heck of a shot. And Holy Trinity tries to work it back through, but again, Viera is there through the circle. Headed back. Cooper Uzeri. And another free kick coming. Busy first half for the referees. They pulled plenty of cards that are the color of their jerseys. Good throw in the box, but oh! Oh my goodness gracious. Sometimes I don't think people realize how close those things are. Played ahead, played back, played up. And across the boundary. This has begun much of the same way the match began. Fast, intense, physical. Good slide there, but oh, great defensive play. Stepped on the ball. Nice job. Couldn't get it through and cleared. Back to the keeper. Oh, my. He got ball first. That was a beautiful play there. He definitely got ball first. That was a great tackle by him. That is a fine line right there, but he certainly, that was textbook, actually. I mean, you hate to see that happen, but that's a textbook slide tackle. That's all or nothing right there because there's cards coming out of pockets if he doesn't touch that ball. So this will be a corner kick here. I didn't see where the ball ended up, but it's a corner coming and a chance for the Hawks. I can't tell who's taking it. Del Vecchio was taking a couple of them in the first half, so I don't know if that's him or not. Yeah, that was at the near post there. It wasn't very good though. Here comes Holy Trinity. Fed ahead to Lindback. Lindback looking to make something, and Viera just clears it out. Viera's not going to take any chances. Just get it out of the of the scoring third. And that cross is in front. That's a corner. That should be a corner. And it is. A chance for redemption on the last one, woefully short of the near post on the last one. I would imagine he's looking for it's number 3 over here. I see a number 3 or 2. Nope, same spot again. And it'll go out, and that's that. I mean, that looked exactly like the last one. They must see something there they really, really like. And a foot race won by the Tigers across the midfield stripe. And here comes Holy Trinity down the left wing into the scoring third. In the top of the corner of the box. Trying to get in front. The feed in front. Nobody there. Viera will just clear it through. And back. Waiting for it. Spritzer trying to clear it down. Offsides. Comes Nate McGuire. McGuire, nice boot across the midfield line. Ping pongs off a few heads. And another. And kept in. And nice play. Nice job forward. Jude Lindback. Shot. Oh, Lindback. the miscommunication nearly cost Viera a goal. Jude Lindback, nobody does that better than Lindback in this county. And Nate McGuire couldn't pick up the ball, and Lindback made them all pay with a near goal there. Great job by Jude. Hey, Jude. Good job. Played out. We'll get one guaranteed stoppage of the water break. That'll come right around the 20-minute mark. This is Cooper Yazeri there with it, or had it. This is Roan Wright. And that'll go off a Tiger. And this will be a Hawk throw-in. Feldman is back in. He didn't play for a good portion of the second half but he is back after a collision. Uh-oh. Here come the Tigers trying to get into the box. And he just plays it out. And this will be Tiger ball for the throw-in. Handled by Cush, that's Roan Wright with the throw. And that'll be a goal kick. 31:45 to play in the match. Viera on a Tyler Campbell goal off an Elliott Shelton cross that was just beautiful. That's Viera on top, 1-0. This is Lindback. Lindback in. And that was a good job, a good foot race there. Dane Boss down there. Boss wasn't quicker, but he was stride for stride, if that makes sense, and was able to disrupt Lindback enough to prevent him from doing any damage. And this is going to be Shelton. And this could be easily be 2-0 in about 10 seconds here if Holy Trinity's not careful. Shelton, great bend, too far. Too much on that one from Shelton. And a goal kick coming. See you later, Craig. Craig Bailey, the best in the business. Yep, the safer play was definitely that. And that'll go out, and that'll be Viera ball, and they're down deep in the scoring third again here with a chance. Actually, it's going to be a corner now, so imagine this would be Shelton. I can't see that far over, but I imagine this would be Shelton taking the corners. Shelton low. That's 3 straight corners we've seen like that. 2 from the Tigers, 1 from Viera. Oh, what a feed inside looking. There's the easy. Jude Lindbeck converts and tied it up 1-1. And great transition, and Jude Lindbeck ties it. And they did not stop in transition. They turned into a 2-on-1 in the blink of an eye. And Lindbeck did not miss. Great assist. I did not see the assist man. I was watching the play, making sure the camera got it. Lindbeck with the berry. Nice and easy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and it's 1-1. Lindbeck's been battling all night long in that box, and that's the payoff. And Holy Trinity now with a little momentum after tying this up. So here we go, and here they come again. Little push. Yeah, yeah, that's Holy Trinity ball. And they may have bought the bench of Holy Trinity because one pointed one way and the other pointed the other. So here comes the throw in. Tigers looking to rally here. They have tied it at 1. It's like they came up with a burst of speed that you didn't know they had on that 2-on-1. But that assist was a great pass at the right time. There's the. This was heating up a little bit here. (26-22). About 6 minutes to the water break here. Be interesting to see the adjustments made post water break. This is dangerous territory here. And Viera with a goal kick here. And there's the goal scorer for Viera, Campbell. Played back and deep. And they want to, referees in the stands want to whistle, won't get it. I thought for sure they may have. There was a tug of the jersey. We got an injured player down, and the clock will stop. Their clock will stop. Mine will keep running. It's Duncan McKenzie down there along with Rinconis. I'm not sure who's on the ground. I think that's Tyler Campbell. Campbell, the goal scorer. Looks like he's got a cramp. Time you see the leg come up like that and the foot being stretched, it could be a cramp. Viera cannot lose him. Working it out. Yep, foot is down. Cramp is gone. Campbell is up. All is good. He'll limp, go over, run it off. He'll be back. And a free one here coming. And that's from the tug on the jersey down here prior to Campbell going down. 24:34, the clock is stopped. So I'll be about 3 minutes faster. We'll get it reset for the water break here. Not sure what's being asked here by Holy Trinity's. What's he pointing at? I think you're going to throw a fan out. What are they doing? I'm not sure what the delay is here, but while we have a delay, I can fix my clock. I'm going to set it 1 minute faster than what it is now. Yeah, the athletic director is talking to the fans. The fans must have said something to the referee. So they're getting a chastising that's satisfactory to the head referee. So play will continue. And here we go. And Viera looking to work it down. And here come the Hawks in the attack. Transition, great slide. Nice defense by the Tigers there, but a great transition by the Hawks. So I believe the fans being talked to. They're still being talked to. And here comes Holy Trinity. Got him free. Nearly split the defenders, did Lindback. But the ball trickles through all the way to Nate McGuire. And McGuire with a nice kick all the way. My goodness, that was at least 65 yards. Viera working fast here. In front, chance cleared out, and a wise decision by the Tigers in the box. just get rid of the ball. But Viera will have a chance to set it up now. And the Hawks do so. And that'll go off the head of Viera. And that'll be Holy Trinity ball. Goal kick coming. 1-1 is our score. You don't want to see this one end in a tie. Played ahead here. And he lost control there at the bounds marker or bounds line, and that'll be Tiger ball. Here comes the throw in. The through, trying to find Lindback. Cooper Yazeri keeps it up. Lindback down the left side. Lindback, yeah, that's no whistle. No whistle. Lindback with a veteran play there that did not get whistled. And it'll be a corner kick. I mean, look, if you get caught, it's a foul. Lindback didn't. It becomes a great play. And the referees in the stands are not happy about it. Here comes the corner. In front, nothing doing. Shot. That was blocked. Ball's ping-ponging around and finally ends up across the goal line off the foot of a Tiger for a goal kick coming. 20:48 to go. Water break approaching. Jude Lindback for Holy Trinity and Tyler Campbell for Viera. That's your goal scorers. Onside, Lindback. I'll tell you what, McGuire and Lindback have been doing that all night to each other. Eventually, Lindback's going to win that battle. And that'll be the first half water break as we'll step aside. Great one here tonight as we thought it would be. Holy Trinity won. Viera won. Back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows and let's get started.
Holy Trinity Cheerleaders love Brevard Sports Network!
Go! Let's go 2 minutes of rockers to fire it up.
I want to thank Coastal Strength and Barbell, and of course Uberzadi as well. And our second half sponsor, of course, will be Chrissy Lindback, whose son Jude tonight has a goal. There is 19:29 on the clock. Ours will read a little more. As I said, ours is a running clock, so it does not stop. It is approximate. And we are underway here. Viera looking to take the lead again. Holy Trinity in white moving from left to right. Viera in green moving from right to left. And that will be Viera ball. One thing Viera has not, this is not a corner, this is a throw-in, but Viera has not been very good at their corners tonight. Oh, that's a shot, and right on. Scooped up by, I believe, Dustin Strom, still in net. Sometimes we'll see the sophomore come in as well. Luke Swin. But Strom stays in. Just the fourth goal of the year allowed by Holy Trinity all tonight. Just the 11th by Viera. This is the number 20th and number 24th ranked teams in the state, according to Max Preps. Viera is 20th. Holy Trinity is 24th. Back and forth we go. I tell you what I do like. Neither of these teams are playing conservative to try to embrace a tie. This is Lindback. Tries to split the defense. He's got three on him. Won't work. Push. And that. No, he does not call it. And Strom will come out and just play it out. Nice job by Strom to keep any momentum thwarted. That ball drifting around the box. You don't want that. And cleared out. Green. Regrets Grady Houston, I believe. Tries to play it ahead, but too far. Played down the touchline. They're flying around the ball now, folks. 16:45 to play in this match. Will Viera be able to end Holy Trinity's unbeaten streak at 9-0? Or will Holy Trinity add the Hawks their second loss of the year? They're only set back in a shootout. The Cape Coast Conference tournament shows as a tie because Max Preps does not allow for shootouts during the regular season. Only in the playoffs can you do that in the NFHS rule system. So that's why you don't see the loss, but they're not playing for the championship, so. Opportunity here. Good ball. Good ball. And nice job by the keeper to just come out and take it away. You could feel the tension mounting here. Push. Shot in front. Just a little too far. Good cross, though. Oh, what a move. Here comes Spreitzer. Spreitzer with a chance here. And a good defensive play. That's a handball. Yeah, that's a handball. I don't know why is he denying it? The thing bounced right off his hand. I'm not sure what he's questioning. In fact, it looked like he was serving it. Played down. And that's a corner coming for Viera. Viera hasn't looked good on these tonight, or at least, listen, I don't have the X and O soccer odd, but the last three corners I've seen roll out of that corner, they've all rolled out of that corner. So let's see what we got on tap here. And that one in the air, and again, hooked right. In front, chance! Cleared out. That one certainly far better than the previous three. Lindback turns, spins. Lindback's jersey grabbed, no matter. He keeps going. He's got somebody on the right wing. Chance shot, and high over the crossbar. What's the whistle? Okay. I saw Viera players complaining. I'm like, I believe that was Roan Wright that sailed that one over the crossbar too far. And we stay tied with 12:46 to go. Nice pass, though, by Spreitzer. Spreitzer's flashing that speed that he uses in that final turn to win those state championships in cross country and the 3200, because he just split the defenders and took off running. He's tough to catch if you let him get in front. Meanwhile, the clock just continues to run while the referees debate this issue. This is time you definitely wish you had back at the end of the game. What is the issue here? Somebody may end up with a card here. But who? Remember, 2 yellows equal a red. Well, let's watch where he goes next. This is where you play the Jeopardy theme. He's headed to somebody. Nope. All right. We're ready. Okay. No, I didn't see anybody get a card, so we should be okay. Nope, because nobody's coming off. And here's the goal kick. All right. I don't know what that was all about. Played ahead. And out. And that'll be Tiger Ball. This will be Roan Wright. Roan with a toss. Lindback off the foot. Battle. Back to Lindback. Lindback trying to find room. Can't create. And this will be different. That, I believe, is Kush Barosha. Cush. That's a good throw in by Cush. Middle of the box. Shot. And Nate McGuire comes up big. McGuire with the save. That could be the save of the night for McGuire. Right now, Holy Trinity continues in transition. Spreitzer. That's a nice job. Just gets it out. He got that in front. That's a good individual effort right there. And that line drive punt goes about 60 yards. And this is Lindbeck, who is taken down or slips, one or the other. It was not a foul. Glad one was not called. And the Tigers, that would have been offsides. Played out from the circle, played back in. 9:49 to go, so my clock's about a minute fast. And this will be a throw-in for the Hawks. And taking care of that is Nico Scalise. Scalise set to throw it in. Oh, what a move. Did you see that little hop jump? That was pretty sweet. And that is a whistle. Is Lindbeck going to get the card here? No. Lindbeck can't get. I think Lindbeck got one of the yellow cards earlier in the first half. I don't think he can get another. 8:40 to go. Dangerous spot for this one here. Let's see what the Hawks do with it. Tries to feed it through. And Strom is there to pick it up. As the tension continues to rise. We got all kinds of great action on tap for you this week. We got the Cape Coast Conference Championship between Merritt Island and Melbourne boys on Wednesday. We got the girls Cape Coast Conference basketball, the boys Cape Coast Conference basketball championships this week. And that'll be Viera's ball with 7:56 to go. And I hope somebody scores. I don't have a dog in this hunt, but I do not want to see this end of the tie. That's my biggest problem with soccer. That's why you'll never get me as my favorite sport. I love the sport, not my favorite. Can't stand the ties. At least give them a chance to play for a winner. Shot! And that trickles wide left. Goal kick. It was almost as if everybody was stunned and just watched it roll through. I don't know why you wouldn't let Strom take this. He's got the strongest leg on the team. Can't get cute. Viera will take advantage, and the Hawks end up with possession. Oh, nice defensive play down there just to take it away. Stepped over his leg and took it away. Viera now with the bursts of energy. And here comes Holy Trinity again. Back and forth we go. Fed aside, that's onside in front, but blocked off. Here comes Viera. And they play it way too far. Gunnar Vance there. Gunnar creating havoc. That'll go out. Stays Viera ball. Scalise with an opportunity with the throw in here. Nico Scalise. Scalise. He kept it in. Oh, wow. Didn't look like it, but of course I am 70 feet in the air. At an angle. That looked like a handball. Scalise. Good relentless pressure being applied on the far touchline. And Holy Trinity comes away with it. And there is going to be a free one here. That was well earned by the Tigers. Well earned. Not quite the 18, but near it. He pick up a yellow? There's another yellow card. He's got to come out. He had his hands together as if to say, please don't give me the yellow. He's going to get it. He said something. That was 3 Tigers on 1 Hawk. And he'll pick up a yellow. All right, so Holy Trinity now with a real good chance to take the lead right here. Four, 5-0, says the referee. 4-5-0. I'm not sure what happened here. Did I lose my internet connection? Boy, I hope not. Yep, I sure did. My T-Mobile just cut off on me. Now that goes. Figure shot and a save. Unbelievable. Played out. Here they come. Here comes Holy Trinity. Lindbeck shot and another great save by McGuire. Lindbeck had a chance for his second. Wow. What will the Hawks do here? And that one shoots wide. Yeah, I said Wednesday on the Cape Coast Conference. It's Tuesday. It's tomorrow. So that's where we'll be tomorrow. My apologies. It's all mixed up. Trust me. I'll be whatever it is. I'll be there. I promise. Wednesday is the Cape Coast Conference boys basketball semifinals. The girls' finals are Thursday. The boys' finals are Friday. The soccer boys' finals is tomorrow. So we'll be there tomorrow for that at Merritt Island. And here comes the corner. It hadn't been Viera's strong suit all night. Yeah, I know, Whitney, right? No ties allowed tomorrow. That's the beautiful thing of that Cape Coast Conference tournament. You can't tie. In front. Shot! Oh, my! Just over Strom's head. They had it. The best corner of the night by the Hawks nearly resulted in the winning goal. The final 2 minutes of this one tick off here. 140 to play. You see, my time has expired. Viera pushing, pushing, pushing. Strom scooping. Oh, great feed. Onside! The referees in the stands are going nuts. They got it. Are they saying that's in the box or where is that? That didn't occur in the box, did it? No. Boy, I tell you what, I can remember being here one night against St. Thomas Aquinas when Max May delivered something from about that same area that ended up being a snatching victory from jaws of defeat type of a goal. That one, though, occurred in the Final Four. This one is important, but not quite the Final Four. What a night that was. Viera trailed by a goal with 90 seconds to go in the match and scored twice to win it. And it was from about that spot that Max May scored that goal. And this is going to be their leading scorer to take it. I believe that is Ty Feldman out there. Is that Feldman? That's Feldman going to take this. This last gasp here to win this soccer match tonight. One that both of these teams have played their hearts out on. I don't think you do anything fancy here. This is direct, and you try to drill it past Strom. You're shooting for that left corner. There it is. And it goes off Lindback. There's the bump. And that will be a goal kick for Strom. Strom's got a leg now. Nope. They elect to run it from there. Under a minute to play. And this one was likely going to end in a tie unless Viera does something here. Seconds continue to tick off. Here comes Holy Trinity. Nope. About 25 seconds to go here. And we will leave here tonight feeling incomplete. And that ball is cleared out. Campbell that's it. That's it. While the Tigers remain unbeaten, they do not remain unblemished as Viera hands them a tie. And that will do it from here. We want to thank Chrissy Lindbeck and Coastal Strength and Barbell. And, of course, Cheryl Dravis, the athletic director, and Coach Nazone as well. So for all of you out there, the final score tonight, Holy Trinity 1, Viera 1. We'll see you tomorrow night from Merritt Island for the Cape Coast Conference Soccer Championship.